A giant of the civil rights movement, Julian Bond, died last night in Florida after a brief illness. Jerica Duncan has more on Bond's life. Protester, politician, and staunch advocate for equality.
Julian Bond, the grandson of a slave, did more than make a name for himself. He made history. As one of the original leaders of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, he worked side by side with Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Bond, Andrew Young, and Marion Wright Edelman spoke with CBS Evening News anchor Scott Pelley on the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington.
On that day, what did you think would be achieved by the March on Washington? What could be accomplished?
In Dr. King's speech and in the speeches of the other people, we had explained, here are the problems we're facing. These are the reasons why we're here. We're marching, we're protesting, we're sitting in. Now do something about it.
He was elected to the Georgia House of Representatives in 1965, but he had to wage a Supreme Court battle to be seated because of furious opposition from white members of the House. He went on to serve as a lawmaker for 20 years. He helped start the Southern Poverty Law Center and was chairman of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People for 12 years. President Obama released a statement saying, "Julian Bond was a hero, and I'm privileged to say a friend." Justice and equality was the mission that spanned his life.
We need to talk about racial division. We need to talk about racial slights. We need to talk about racial feelings, about how we feel about these things. We need to get this out in public discussion.
He was a professor at the University of Virginia up until 2012 when he retired. Julian Bond was 75 years old. Jerica Duncan, CBS News, New York.